Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. This is Energy Speaks Back, powered by B2B Energy. My name is Paul Webb, I'm the founder of B2B Energy and I'm also your host. Each week I bring to you energy experts from around the world. This is episode 175 and we are visiting the beautiful country of Malaysia. Our purpose as always is to provide a good understanding of energy management knowledge from around the world, which is available today for us to deliver savings that impact on our planet. Welcome, energy enthusiasts, to another enlightening episode of Energy Speaks Back, where I have visited an amazing family from Kuala Lumpur, and this family is starting to impact on our industry. Please also look out for the video on my YouTube channel. In this episode, I sit down with this remarkable family and listen to their story, which goes beyond one individual. It's about resilience, education, and the strength of family values. From supporting Aarfeen's journey in energy and sustainability, the shaping of opportunities that lie ahead, each family member plays a big part in building this brighter future. Today, they reflect on their challenges they have faced and the lessons they've embraced, the importance of community and driving meaningful change. Even Aarfeen's younger brother, who does have a guest appearance on this episode, is supporting in every way he can. Without any further ado, let's dive into our discussion with Aarfeen and his family. Good afternoon, Aarfeen. How are you?
I'm good. You, how about you?
I'm very well. And you've got your dad with you today.
Yeah.
Saad, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much, Paul.
Brilliant. It's really good to see you because you remember last time we done the interview, It was just yourself, wasn't it? And today over lunch, your dad said to me, really a strange thing. I thought he was behind the camera, but he wasn't, was he? He was in another room.
Yeah.
How bizarre. And you was doing that all yourself. I'm very impressed with the way you conducted yourself in that interview.
Thank you.
I thought your dad was behind saying, say this, do this. But no, it was completely yourself, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Brilliant. Since that interview, what you been up to?
Well, I've been doing a lot of things. In the 2 years, I have started a lot of sports like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, judo, swimming, archery, and I've also focused on my Quran. I actually started Quran last year, and it's been a great journey. I've almost memorized the entire Quran. So there are 30 chapters in the Quran. From there, I memorized 24. And now I am building a course about Tajweed. Tajweed is basically like the way how to recite the Quran in a proper technique. So I am making a Tajweed course named Tajweed 101 for kids aged 6 to 13.
Right. And I've been seeing some snippets of that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Yeah.
And you've learned a language, haven't you, since the last 2 years?
Yes, I have learned Arabic also.
That's amazing. It would take me forever to learn. I'm trying to learn Thai, but I'm going to give up because it's just too much for me to learn.
Well, I think it's just about the mindset. If you have the mindset that I need to learn this, honestly, from my perspective, it's not a good mindset. You have to change your mindset to I want to explore this is a beautiful language, I want to explore it. That should be the mindset.
Yeah, I like that. And actually think not just about the words, think about the meaning and what it would actually give me. Yeah. Oh, that's very interesting. And what about yourself? What you've been doing in that time?
Yeah,
because we talk a lot, don't we, on LinkedIn?
Yeah, absolutely. This is first time on your podcast, and thank you very much for having me here. Basically, we are focusing on our children's unschooling. So we just want to nurture them in a very natural way, and this is, I think, the best what a parent can give to their children. So we are trying our best. It is a way to give back to the community as well, because we think that if we will nurture them, they would become an example for the community, and people may follow them because they our philosophy is that we wanted them to pursue their goals based on their own interests. Rather, being a parent, we would impose something on them that you have to do this, all that, and so that is the main thing. We want to create leaders. That is the mindset, because we have a lot of institutions out there who are creating followers, and we want that the change should this education system needs to be changed somehow, because parents needs to be involved in their children education process, where like if you would see the education system, it is not being adapted to the technological disruption. So what we are trying to do with them to create a model where other people in our community, parents in our community, they would see them creating an impact, and maybe it would give them a better perspective about the future of their children's education.
Yeah. And we had some really great conversations. It's amazing how we've been aligned, and over lunch we was talking about all the different techniques that are deployed now and what could be deployed, and the benefits of all of that, and our own learning going forward. What we're talking about now is our learning previously to today's learning, how it should change. It hasn't changed for many years, has it?
Absolutely. And you know what, when we started doing all these things on our own, especially the education of our kids, we really enjoyed that what is the true meaning of being a parent. Because parenthood has more meanings than sending your kids to school, providing them all the necessary technological gadgets. It is actually more towards the personal one-to-one connection between parent and child, and that can only happen that if you would be so close to them, and you should not be imposing your own stuff on them. Just learn from them, because I also learned a lot of things from him.
We've been learning so much from this guy all afternoon, haven't we?
Absolutely.
Some of the things he's been telling us is like, wow. You've even written a script for the next podcast, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to getting that wrong, obviously, in your eyes. I'm really going to want to pick up some of them sort of things later on with yourself. We could probably do some more podcasting and talk about those subjects, because one of the biggest things for me is we do not teach children about energy management or sustainability. Why isn't that on the curriculum? I just don't know.
You're absolutely right.
It needs to be, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It needs to be there, because like what we see here, like you were mentioning one thing earlier on when we were talking, that there is a lack of discipline among the Gen Zs and Gen Alpha, because they don't care about things. So now you can imagine that if, like my generation, for example, millennials, or even before us, they were very disciplined. They were taught in a very disciplined way, and that's why the movement of this climate action is actually coming from these generations. And if you would look into this whole landscape, you will find very few Gen Zs who are like working on the climate action mindset. So I think we need to create that awareness, I would say, and that always come from examples. So we need to set some examples, and this is what we can do, I think.
And we're going to drag your brother into doing some stuff as well. He's a lot younger than you, isn't he? How old is he?
I'm 10.
You're 10, but how old's your brother?
6.
6 now. So we're going to get him to do, because he's done some artwork for us to put onto our podcast, hasn't he?
Sure.
Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to continuing our conversation. Thank you again for an amazing lunch and your hospitality here in Malaysia, of all places. And it's brilliant to have this face to face. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
The second part of this interview, we actually speak with Aarfeen on his own, and we go into detail to what he has been doing over the last couple of years. Good afternoon, Aarfeen. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
Brilliant. And even more so to be one face to face and 2 in Malaysia,
Exactly.
Kuala Lumpur, to actually meet with you in person. It's really good, and I feel really proud that I've actually managed to get here to do this face to face. So thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
And thank you to your mum and dad for their hospitality, but especially for your mum for the amazing lunch that she just provided us. She's a good cook, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have her food regularly?
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. So 2 years ago, we done a podcast, and I was surprised that your dad was sitting, I thought your dad was sitting behind, but he wasn't. It was all you telling us about what you're going to do, where you've come from. Has there been any changes regarding that, where you've been in the last 2 years? What you've been doing in the last 2 years?
Well, I have been doing a lot of things. I have started doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, judo, archery, and swimming. I also studied the Quran last year, and it's been a great journey. There's 30 chapters total in the Quran, and I've done 24 of them. It was an amazing journey. And with that, I've also learned Arabic.
Right, which is quite amazing. How quickly did you learn Arabic?
Well, so I started memorizing the Quran 1.5 years ago. So whenever I memorize the Quran, I pick up the translation with it. So basically, 80% of my vocabulary was from the Quran. So then I had a teacher from Egypt. I used to go to her house, and she used to teach me Arabic. So after the first 2 classes, I was able to speak Arabic, a small sentence in Arabic, like my name is Aarfeen. Then in the last 2 months, I excelled even further.
Wow. And how many languages can you speak now?
I can speak 3:
3 languages.
English, Urdu, and Arabic.
Right. When you're talking normally, do you find yourself picking up, like talking Arabic as well through different things because of the meanings? Do you find them words coming in because there's similarities in different languages? Yeah.
Yeah, like if you see, like the English language, we have sugar, right? It comes from the Arabic word sukkar.
Right.
So some of the English words have actually arrived from Arabic.
Right. That's interesting to know, and it's amazing how languages start to merge into one, and the culture, and they change, don't they? Languages change. What else you been doing regarding the environment? Are you still focusing on sustainability?
Yeah, I am.
Because you've got some questions, and I know I've taken over this interview because you wanted to. What do you want to talk about? Tell me, there's some subjects you want to talk about.
So, the topic that I want to talk about is energy and how we can take our part to conserve it.
Right, interesting subject, and something I do with organisations is reducing organisations' third largest expense. So tell me, where do we start here?
Well, energy is in everything, from the cooking gas that we use to cook our food, to the muscles that we use to eat, write, and read. Energy is everywhere. There are different types of energy. Kinetic energy, there's so many types of energy. And it's just so simple to access energy right now that you can just flick a switch and you can expect the lights to turn on. But we take it for granted. In fact, approximately 750 million people don't have access to electricity. And we, just one flick of a switch and we expect the AC to turn on.
Yeah.
We go to the fridge and we waste 10 minutes just choosing what to choose, or just choosing what to eat. It's a wastage of time. I mean, it's just waste of energy, this precious energy that people are dying for in other countries like Africa and places where energy has been cut off. While energy has been cut off there, we are living here like kings, right? So,
is there a way we can balance that? How would we go to balance that way of living?
Okay, first thing, the most simplest thing that you could do is take care of your home's electricity and keep track of how much electricity you are using. For example, if you have already used the fan, you're already done with your class and then you're going out, turn off the fan. You know, these simple things can actually create a big impact. And also one more thing, there's a secret thing. Even if the plug is off, like for example there's a charger plug and then the switch is off, it still sucks in energy. It's a secret. It's like a hidden charge.
Right.
Yeah. So you have to so make sure to always take the plug out so that you don't get hidden charges inside it, right?
So there's some other wasted energy areas. If we don't turn things off, unplug them, and actually remove them completely from the circuit.
Yeah. And just one more thing. Even if you're hungry, just go to the fridge. First you plan what you're going to eat. If it's going to take so long for you to know what you'll eat when in front of the fridge, just plan what you're going to eat. You go to the fridge and then you eat. Don't waste like 10 minutes just opening the fridge. That's a lot of cool air going out. You know, even your vegetables will be. Yeah.
Do you know, I've started actually turning my fridge off at night, because if you turn your fridge off at night, even just for an hour, that's 1 hour worth of energy that you're going to save. And if you don't open the fridge during that hour, what that'll mean is that the temperature isn't going to change because you're not opening the fridge. So it's going to maintain that temperature. I've made some significant energy savings just by turning it off. And I think people should get in that culture of turning things off or down. If everyone had that same culture, and the way I see that balancing, because that would then release or stop X amount of carbon emissions, which make it even across the globe. Because again, the people you mentioned just now that don't have that energy, they're unfortunately the ones that have been impacted the most regarding climate change.
Exactly.
You know, what experiences have you had with people not having energy? Have you met any people that have come to you and said that we don't have energy?
No, but in Pakistan there's actually these cases like it's not because of the electricity, but just the power just goes off anytime. So then we have to be really careful regarding our electricity supplies.
Yeah. So that's the actual resilience of the energy system there.
Yeah.
It's not that strong, no. Where do you learn things about energy? Where are you picking up all that knowledge?
I think the energy knowledge I think it was from your course that you have given me. I've studied that course and I really got a lot of information from that.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Is there other areas that you do your research? Because I know you read a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
We was going through your library earlier of all the books you've been reading and all the different, all your favourite books. What's your favourite book?
Well, my favourite book is called Turn the Ship Around. Turn the Ship Around is literally it's like a non-fiction story where there's a captain. His name is David Marquardt, and then he's the captain of that ship, and that ship is named Santa Fe, and that Santa Fe was dogged by such poor morale that they were just thinking, their mindset has changed that we're the worst, right? So that guy just came, he just changed the whole thing from the worst in the fleet to the best in the fleet. So that's my favorite book, because how much patience he had to hold that. I mean, because the junior officers, the guys, they were mouthing off their chiefs. So that's called attitude, and it's really bad. They were doing it again and again. Still, David Marquardt just held it. This happened. It became the best in the fleet.
Do you think this particular person, who was the captain, what was his name?
David Marquardt.
David. Did he have training to do that, or was it something that he felt that he could instigate? Did he have the training?
No. So he was okay. So he had PCO training. It's a kind of training that you get before you go into the submarine. But he was assigned to a submarine that its controls were different than the other submarine that he was supposed to go in.
Right.
So it was a sudden change.
Yeah.
So his commander ordered him to go in that ship, and he was like, "Oh my God!"
Because it was a nuclear
Yeah,
ship,
nuclear
wasn't it?
ship. Yeah,
And that means that they're probably underwater for a lot longer.
long time, exactly.
Yeah.
They spend so much time submerged that they really rarely even practice submerging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the culture he had to address then
Yeah.
was quite significant, wasn't it? There's a lot of changes going on that you wouldn't expect for a normal day operation above water.
There were more changes actually. The major change, I think, was the type of leadership. So there are two types of leadership. One is a traditional leadership where you command the guy to do this. Hey guy, do this. Open the ship. Open the everything. Right. The other thing is let the team think what to do. So you're not barking orders. You're letting them think what to do. So for example, if I'm in a test, so if I'm in the test and then this guy has to go and press this button, but then he forgets, he has to know what to do. So I let the team think. Because one time somebody came to David Marquardt and asked him and told him actually that these officers came from good ships, but when it came to thinking, they were paralyzed. So David Marquardt said, "They're not. Then why did they come from good ships?" What he meant by good ships is that they got average scores. The main part is not listening to orders, but to think what to do next.
If we was to bring this into our conversations today about energy management, how would you think? Do you think the energy management and sustainability needs leaders to help us go from A to B?
Everybody can do it individually. So like there's so there's something like you can do small changes and it will lead to big impact. I don't think you necessarily need leaders, but there can be sub leaders, like in a family. So there's this so it wants to keep its electricity low. It doesn't want to use it that much. So then everybody thinks what to do. There's not one person that just orders you have to do this, you have to do that. I think that can help a lot because you get to use your mind and you get to reduce your energy.
Mm-hmm. There's some other things here that I'm thinking about what you do with your training, your jiu-jitsu stuff. There's certain things in all of this that you're doing that's going to contribute to the future. Can you give us some ideas of all the benefits you're getting from this other training you're doing? Your activities, we should say, not training.
Okay. I'll list them. So from BJJ, I get how to respect, how to control your emotions, and how to just stay calm. From Judo, I learned control on your opponents. Also respect from there. Also humbleness, because you always have to like bow or nod your head to the sensei or the coach, right?
Yeah.
So that gives you humbleness. From archery, I learned focus, strength, speed, and control. From swimming, I learned how to relax myself and move with the flow.
Yeah. And what about your reading? What does that give you?
My reading, at first it gives me knowledge from it. Second, it makes me relax. It also makes me relax. You're just reading your book and you feel relaxed. Except if it's a thriller or something.
Yeah. I think what it also does, it helps you with that you can articulate all these different things. You just talked to us about the submarine and how you articulated this commander of this ship, how he turned this ship around. It does help you articulate what you're trying to the messages you're trying to get over.
Yeah.
Now I asked you a question and I can't remember how you answered it. Was there anything that you could give back to the people listening today? Is there any messages you can give them today?
My message to the people today is that don't always wait for one person to teach you. Rather, go and teach yourself. That's my message, because that also applies in energy management. For example, not just you're turning on the fan and eating popcorn and watching a movie, and then you're leaving the fan on without anybody using it until you wait for your father to come and say, "Beta, off that." Right? You have to manage yourself, teach yourself what to do after this. That's my message.
Yeah. I'm a great believer of actually self-learning and reading those books, learning. I've taught myself a lot about energy management. I've worked in lots of teams to teach me more about energy management, so that's a very good point. And it does start here, doesn't it? It starts with us.
Yes.
To make that difference. Aarfeen, it's been really great to meet with you.
You too.
Our conversations will continue, I'm sure, and I think I will be coming back here one day. So this is just the beginning, and maybe you may come to London. We never know. We may have to ask your dad to see whether he can sort something out.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. And you and your family stay safe in these times. That then leads us to the final part of the interview with Aarfeen's family, where we spend some time with Rafi, his brother. Good afternoon, Rafi. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. And tell me, what is your favourite colour, first of all?
My favorite color is red.
Red. Ah. And if I said to you red, what's the first car that you think of?
I think it would be Porsche or Ferrari.
Oh, Porsche. You said Porsche first, not Ferrari? You like Porsche better, yeah?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And what is your favourite EV car? You was telling me earlier.
Tesla.
Tesla. Which model?
Model 3.
Model 3. Ah, nice. Do you think you'd like one of them one day?
Yeah.
Do you think everyone should have one?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And you've done something special for us today, haven't you? You put together a really nice painting of the Earth to help us with sustainability. Is that right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. And thank you for the support you're giving us. And continue your learning with what you're doing with sustainability. And one day supporting your brother going forward, yeah? And what do you call me? Thank you very much. So we will see you again soon, yeah? Take care.